Welcome to this video on cryptocurrencies. We established the basics with other videos and of course with the corresponding lecture notes, and now we are here and can talk about the cool stuff. So what is a cryptocurrency and why is it so exciting? Well, first of all, cryptographers usually take a real-world problem. In this case, this is a currency, and then we take this real-world problem and bring it to the digital world. And the task for a cryptographer is to make sure that the security properties we have in the real world, we also have them in the digital world. In this short video, we will take a brief look on the relation between fiat currencies on the one hand and the digitalization on the other hand. This video will serve as an introduction, and we will afterwards discuss all the basic blocks that we are using in modern cryptocurrencies. So stay tuned. So let's take a look at this bill here, this euro bill, for example. In terms of functionality, what are you expecting from such a bill? Well, you as a consumer, of course, you're expecting that you can go to a store and you can essentially receive something for this money. This is a functionality property, of course, that we expect from any currency. But if you really think in terms of the functionality of a currency, what do we require in order to have such a thing? Well, first of all, there must be a mechanism to create coins, right? I mean, otherwise, if there would be no possibility to create coins, then there would be no currency. On the same page, what you also expect is if there's this creation process of a currency, well, then it should be somewhat hard, right? In the sense that not it's difficult to create this coin in general, but what you don't want is that everybody can create these coins. And in the case of fiat currency, right, we have several mechanisms like these signs here that are making sure that essentially forging a coin is difficult. Of course, we would expect something from a physical currency as well. Otherwise, again, everybody could create a coin. There is another property that seems too obvious to talk about it, but we need to realize this, and this is the transfer. In the physical world, it's pretty easy, right? You take your bill and you hand it over to the other person, and this is how you transfer money in case of a fiat currency. Now, with the cryptocurrency, we have to implement this feature, of course, as well. There must be a mechanism such that Alice can transfer some amount to Bob. So there's an interesting difference between the digital and the physical world. In the physical world, once I spend this bill here, right? Once I go to the store, I hand this coin over and I get my goods back, then this bill, this coin in some sense is gone. So the problem that we call in the digital world double spending doesn't really exist in the fiat currency, at least not in the physical world. Right? Once the coin is gone, I just can't spend it twice. But now if I take this bill here and I somewhat make a digital version out of it, how can I make sure that I'm not spending this coin twice? And this is something that is known as the double spending problem, which is one of the main challenges in creating cryptocurrencies. There's another thing that we will talk also in later videos, and this is essentially the problem of privacy. If you take this bill here, if you take your coin and you go to the store, yes, there's some reference number on it that is usually here. Oh, the focus doesn't really work. Well, here's the reference number. And this reference number is some sort of way to make sure or to distinguish also between real and fake coins. But the main point is, right, the person in the store will not write down that exactly I bought, I don't know, a shampoo or something else with this coin. So the fiat currencies give us a huge form of privacy. There's no way to really link the certain transaction back to me. This is a big difference to the digital world, right? So whenever you pay with your bank card, with your Visa card or MasterCard or whatever, right, there's a record that essentially says that Dominic went to the store and again bought some chocolate, right? And this privacy is something that we would like to achieve in the digital world as well. Ideally, if it's done cryptographically well, a cryptocurrency should exactly give us the same properties as a fiat currency. Which means in the dream world, whenever I make a transaction, then this transaction cannot directly or cannot be linked back to me. We will see that in most of the cryptocurrencies, this is not the case, and in many cases, the privacy is even worse. So I thank you for your attention, and in the upcoming videos, we will talk more about the individual components of cryptocurrencies.